Hello fashionistas, so this time I'll be showing you how to cut your different types of bubu gown. So we have what we call the shawl, the cowl, or the gathered in front bubu gowns. So here I used 4 yards of Ankara fabric and I folded it vertically into 2. This means the upper part is closed, is unfolded, while the lower part is open. When I was done with that, I folded horizontally into 2, which means one side is open while the other side is closed. And if you count from the open side, you see that the fabric is actually on 2 folds. So that's the open part. As you can see me touch, I was trying to arrange or align my fabric. When that was done, I went ahead to start imputing my vertical measurement: the bust, the waist, the hip, and the full length. So from the waist, I went to determine the knee line, and it is from this knee line that we're going to get our curve or our slant, or we're going to use to create our cowl or shawl effect on the sides. Because from that knee line to the hem of the outfit is supposed to be slimmer than the other parts of the outfit. Then I used the ruler to connect all the lines that I had already marked out. With that, I went ahead to determine my neckline. I used 3 inches for the width and 7 inches for the depth. Now, the 7 inches is because the front would have a V neckline in order for the head to pass. So first of all, I marked out the back neckline, which I like to use. I like to have a high neckline on that. I used 1.5 inches to mark it out, and then I went to use my ruler and mark out the 7 inches V line that I needed. So the first thing is that I'm going to cut out the back neckline. Then later I'll separate the back and then concentrate on the front. So when that was done, I went ahead to start imputing my measurements. So my sleeves is going to be put together. Most bubu gowns they put their sleeves together, they are cut together. So the sleeves width was from 3 inches down my bust line, and that's where you see me marking out right now. So from there, I am going to go over to my hip measurements, and the hip measurement I desired. Then I went over to my knee measurements, and right there I was imputing how slanty or how slim I wanted the down part to look like on that knee measurement. So from there, I got the desired size I wanted for the down part. This one, I just wanted it to look like a V shape. I really didn't want it to have too much, to be too cowl at the side. I'm also going to show you here how I'm going to create a bigger cowl or shawl sides. So at the hemline, I deducted 1 inch from what I used or what I marked out for my knee line or on my knee line, and I used ruler to connect like so. I also went ahead to connect from that knee line to what I marked out for the hip line. I went over to my sleeve opening, so I used 14 inches for my sleeves opening, and then from there I connected down to the hip line and then down again to the hem. So like so you just do what I'm doing, and then this is how I've gotten my sleeves. Now if at this point you want it to be more cowl, then you can add 1 inch line away from what my original line, but what I'll be using is the first line that I created. After that, I went to my shoulder to create my shoulder slope. So from the end of our neckline, I marked out like so. I marked out 1 inch down, and then I connected it and created my shoulder slope. So at the end of the day, my round sleeve is around 12 inches. So because of how slim the down part is, I wanted to create a slit. So this is more like a style. I wanted to be creative. I wanted to create a slit in front of the outfit. So I went ahead to mark from the hem to the knee line so that I'll be able to walk. It will help me to walk better after joining together or after making. And after that, I went ahead to mark out more cowl line. So if you want however big you want your cowl side or your shawl side to be, you can decide to increase the measurement. So for me, I wanted to just use that slanted measurement, the first line I created. I then went ahead to cut out, and also went ahead to cut out a facing for my neck. So right here, I had already gone ahead to attach the facing to it and sewn it with my hemming gum, and already turned it up for you to see. So this is it. It's not so full, it's just small. It depends on the availability of materials that I got. So I used it to cut out the neckline and sewed it and joined it up like this. So at the end of the day, this is what my outfit looks like. I also went ahead to turn it over for you to see what a full outfit looks like. Then I wore it for you to see what the front looks like and what the back looks like. The front, you can see the slit and neckline, our V neckline, and you can see the back. So if you want to be stylish, you can go ahead and style it like I am doing with this fabric, with this plain fabric. So because I was yet to cut out a belt for the outfit, so I went ahead to use this plain fabric to hold the waist in place. Just if you want a snatch waistline, if you want to just give it a style, so you can rock it like this and you can also rock it free. So it all depends on you. So thank you very much for watching this, and see you in our next class. Bye.